Welcome to Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. Feel free to call me Coach Toyin. In my school, that's a name my students call me. Okay, today I'm bringing you a very special topic, another one, and today is about gaining internal alignment. Internal alignment. What do I mean by that? You see, when you want to embark on a journey of manifesting, of creating a certain type of reality that you desire, of achieving your goals, of pursuing your dreams, the key word here is your own dreams. Dreams that come from within you that you want to express outside in the world, not somebody else's dream, right? Not somebody else's desire, because people get entrapped into this concept of creating on behalf of in a way that it's not intentional. So the concept of people pleasing, all of that, is that people's internal reality may be so entrapped in not being able to create their own dream. So this is about your own dream. If you want to create your own business, you want to achieve a certain goal, you want to pursue specific vision, the inner journey you have to go on, okay, to be able to manifest that. Because trust me, people can get trapped inside of themselves and not be able to bring their idea to life, not being able to bring it out into the world. So what journey do you have to go on? So number one, in the Quantum Leap Human Design Program framework, I highlight this concept that you have a spiritual side, you have a body, and you have the internal side of you that makes decision, okay? Your soul, at that level, is where you have desires, hopes, dreams, and you must activate those desires. You must believe in them. Something inside you must have the confidence, okay? You have to start that journey believing that you can create it. That's the first thing you have to do. Because if you don't believe it, you can have desire, but desire that has not been activated with belief sits there. It's just like watching a movie. On one hand, you have your desires. On the other hand, how do you produce your desire? So number one is, how do you activate your desire? Activating desire has to do with belief. Belief is an energetic concept where you release part of yourself, your will, to say you're ready to spend yourself pursuing. Okay? Having desire and doing nothing about your desire and waiting for other people to manifest your desire, nothing happens in that framework, in that mindset. Okay? When you have desire, you have the duty to power your desire. Okay? Within you, within your spirit, is the power and the knowledge, okay, that you must tap into to push your desire, to produce your desire, to bet your dreams. When people don't activate desire, when they don't energize inside them, when they don't dream and really put power behind their desires, this concept of power, this sense of possibility, this power, right? The pursuit of desire, your willingness to do something about your desire is because you believe you can produce it. People who don't believe that they can produce it, that they can arrive at the vision they cast in their mind, they give up so soon. Because on your dreams of pursuing desire, you are going to need to continue to produce the right energy, the right mindset, the right thoughts to keep moving forward in the direction of your desire. And so your will, your intentionality, your desire to see the end product must be powered by your own belief. Nobody can do it for you. You actually have to awaken yourself, and you may need to educate yourself enough, because the concept of belief can be energized by education, right? By enlightenment. Is that if you see somebody that has done what it is you are trying to achieve, right? If you see somebody that is living out your desire, their life looks like the life you want, it's easier to believe you can produce the same, right? If you see it externally, it's easier to see it internally. The challenge, though, is that many people may not be putting themselves in the community of people that will help them believe, right? Is that if you are an employee and you want to become an entrepreneur, but you are still hanging around employees, you are still exposed to the beliefs of employees. The fastest way you can activate belief is to expose yourself, to insert yourself in a community of the people doing the types of things you want to do, achieving the types of goals you want to achieve, because naturally they will energize you. It's like birds of the same feather heading in the same direction. They would, right, inspire and motivate one another. So whatever you need to do, if you have desires and you're struggling right now to produce it, I want to encourage you to say, get up and go and find people in the world doing what it is you want to do. Get involved in the conversation. Go on events, go for workshops, immerse yourself where conversations and the type energy that produces those results are being generated and being exchanged, right? So think about that, is that many times people may not be able to activate belief by themselves in isolation, right? Because it's kind of like your gas tank. You need a full gas tank to go on your journey. And guess what? The further the journey you have to go on, you may need to stop at the gas station several times to continue to, put more power behind your desires. Okay? So that's the first thing, activating your beliefs, energizing it, making it come alive, giving it a sense of possibility, your ability to not let that die. It's the flame that keeps burning, that keeps you going, that keeps your body pursuing success on your behalf. The other thing you need to do internally is to pursue knowledge with everything you've got. Listen, little knowledge will not produce greatness for you. The richest knowledge in the world are in the depths. Everything, the entire wealth in the world, somebody's got to dig it out. Somebody's got to spend time to find the rarest, richest, most exclusive, because when you want to produce something, okay, that is better than average, you've got to pursue knowledge that is richer. Because if what you know is what everybody around you knows, you would all be on the same level producing the same results. Whenever you want to achieve greater results, you have to rise up and pursue the best knowledge that can get you the results faster. Now, people can get themselves locked into trial and error. That's okay. If you're innovating, if you believe you're doing something nobody has ever done before, that's a different journey, because you have to then unpack new realities and document it and then share with the world. However, if you're trying to achieve something that people have achieved before, you want to start a business, listen, you can go one route, spending time trying to find your own way around, or you can invest in joining a community, a program of someone that will guide you. That's what we do in my school, that will guide you, lead you, support you, inspire you, equip you, train you. You shorten that circle of building your business when you invest in the knowledge database that someone has put together that works. The whole education world is structured that way, okay? Putting knowledge, packaging knowledge in a realm, in dimensions, and then walking people through and training people's mind on how to produce those results. Because internal alignment is required, not just with desire. I always say, desire, passion is not a substitute for skills. It's not a substitute for knowledge. Right? Wanting to build a business versus knowing how to do it versus having the skills to do it, to pull off the result, they're not the same. They're steps on your journey. Activating desire, pursuing knowledge, and then developing skills. I've always told my students, knowledge alone is not the way to go. You must practice and skills develop okay, over time through repetition and practice. So if you have skills and behavior that supports your previous life and you want to quantum leap into higher dimensions, yes, you would activate your desires because you're going to invest energy, resources in pursuing those dreams. Second, you're going to acquire knowledge, right? Because knowledge allows you to bridge yourself from the world of known, what you know today, and the world of unknown, what you need to know about tomorrow, the person you need to be tomorrow, the skills you need to develop for tomorrow. Your next level requires you to mature, to grow up, right? To expand your realm of knowledge, because the knowledge of your next level, if it's still not something you know today, you have to reach for it so that you can arrive at your next level. Also, the skills required for your next level, sales skills, marketing skills, they are skills. And it takes years to develop it fully. But at least I say start. And the way you start is by doing. You see, engaging your body to start doing things that your future self must know how to do professionally. Mastery. You're on a journey to achieve mastery in that space, but you have to start somewhere. Many times people look at the result of masters, people who have invested 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, okay, marketing, branding, right, producing results with their skills, and they put it out there online and say, oh, we made this money, and then someone that's never even tried anything is like, oh, I know I can do it, and then they start without practicing. They start, believing without practicing. Listen, you have to put your belief into action, okay? The reason, when you believe, you also have to take action. When there's no action, it means you're denying your body the ability to get you the results you desire. Because if you're waiting for somebody else to do the work, then maybe you pay other people that have the skills, right? So that's practical, is that what parts of your business do you want to master? And what parts do you want to bring other people with the skills in? So that's really about delegation at the end of the day. But at a minimum, what I teach my students is have minimum skills in all area of your business. You may not attain mastery, but at least have a clue of what's going on or what needs to happen, so that you can, at a minimum, oversee and check in those areas, making sure things are going smoothly. Even if you are not in the weed, in the technical aspects, you want to at least understand the importance of that space. So when it comes to internal alignment, you also want to think about your thoughts, your beliefs, your thoughts, and also in the body, your feelings and emotions. I teach a lot about feelings and emotions because that's one of the things you will need to master when you move more into leadership, business development, business ownership, wealth creation. Is that one of the things that separates people is understanding of feelings and emotion, particularly in the more scientific, technical space. Because ultimately, okay, in the quantum space, I'm going to bring a little bit advanced technical concept here. You vibrate your beliefs through your feelings. If you want to learn more, I encourage you to join my school, because your beliefs has to be exposed into the world. When the world wants to know who you are, okay, in business, we want to know who you are. We want to like you. We want to assess you. We want to understand, right, what you do, what you can do for us. And part of that assessment is actually assessment of your overall energetic vibration, right? Is how do you make people feel? What do you know? How do you emote? Okay, your emotions and feelings. That is your transmitter and receiver of wealth. And particularly when it comes to relationships, okay, is that as a business owner, I've held this session before here where I talked about energize your business. You want to really get a handle on how you make your customers and clients, what they feel, right? What you solve, what your products solve, the pain that it removes, right? And the desires you're helping people fulfill, because those desires in of itself is also beliefs. Those who have desires, your clients and customers that have desires, your ability to vibrate, right, this concept of feeling, they have to feel that you can help them. They have to feel and believe you that you are the best choice for them. So this is I'm just laying the foundation for you to understand that ultimately how you feel and your own emotions, your own state, how you feel about your business, about your work, about your product, that's what you're transferring in sales. They would feel what you feel. They will believe what you believe. And so feelings and emotions, they are extremely important, extremely powerful when you want to take your business to the next level. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri. I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.